And welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name's Ruben, and this is my review for Netflix's original Spanish series, Feria, the Darkest Light. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it in the original language, the title, because I'll get it horribly wrong. It's 8 episodes long. It's a supernatural thriller, twisty cult thing, and I'm here to talk about it, non-spoilers. Leave me a comment down below. Were you excited to see this one? There is so much coming out this week, especially tomorrow, Friday, and Thursday, today, that you probably might miss this one along the way because of all the other titles. But should you maybe not and pick this one up? Let's jump in. So two sisters, their world is turned upside down when they find out that their mother and father have led a cult. Unbeknownst to them, they have led a secret lives. One day, right at the beginning of episode 1, something happens that spurs on this journey and supernatural, I guess, thriller-esque adventure that leads them to a very, very dark path. It's weird that in the world that we currently live in, within the zeitgeist of the entertainment industry behemoth, we tend to go through little trends of people wanting to make similar series. And for the most part, recently there's been a lot of series and movies about cults. It's the whole thing of, now we're going to make this, and somebody seems to jump on that trend. And here we have one that is very cult-like, but has that supernatural element in it, almost a biblical cult-like status. It's set in a little town where things don't usually happen, but for whatever reason, there's a long history, without doing spoilers, about this particular cult and where it comes from, and the girls didn't know, the two sisters didn't know that their family was involved with it. And it's one of those series where it seems like everybody's involved with as the episodes go along, and you are guessing like what's going to happen, who's going to survive. It's one of those series. It also spends quite a bit of time getting you to know the characters that are around the town. It also spends some time going back in the past, doing it quite bravely in black and white, and that is quite striking for the most part. When it jumps back, there's no like, are we in the past now? Sometimes you watch series or movies and you're not quite sure which time zone you're in. This one does it in bright numbering, like this is the date, or this is the color palette that we're choosing to show you, which I really appreciated it. Once you get past the beginning, it has a very unsettling score that is there for the most part throughout the series, and then it has some weird I guess modern music which I didn't think quite worked, but the score itself works to unsettle you, which is exactly what it wants to do. Then we have the mixture, which I think works best for this series, that it's showing, not telling, but it's not showing too much of what's going on, so it keeps you guessing, which I like. So it's one of those puzzle pieces, the whodunit, but the supernatural element of it, it's a lot of less is more to kind of build that tension, which I appreciate. I do feel like the ending though is going to leave people somewhat unsatisfied, because it's one of those that's definitely going to split audiences. I think when you get to the mixture of design, I guess art design, creature feature design, practical effects, all of that is excellent, and I was going, wow, that reminds me a lot of certain series. It'll put you in the zone of Stranger Things and Twilight, the Twilight Zone, and then a little bit of X-Files, because they're trying to, it's not so much X-Files, but it has that sort of discovery detective work. We have a bunch of deaths at the beginning of this, and we get a police force that's not usually here in this town. We have the townspeople that are up in Iraq, like so many people have died and they're not used to this police force being around, and so we have this mixture of seeming the clash of people, but then things continue to go wrong and the police can't work out what's happening, and so you have these people trying to, I guess, hide in between the police officers and the townspeople. You have the cult people, and we have the people that have been affected by the cult, and as you're figuring things out, I guess the series will pivot you on its head and go, hey, look, but you didn't think about that, or maybe it's not quite what you thought. Midway through this series, it kind of gives you a lot of answers. There is a thing about the MacGuffin of the story that's keeping you at bay, but you need to know something to keep you interested in the series. It does that well. The acting, I thought, was excellent. All of the protagonists do a very good job to portray the emotionality of the things that they're going through, because what they're going through is quite dark. I do have to say, this isn't a young audience series. It isn't one that you can watch with young members. There's a lot of nudity, quite a bit of sex. When the gore is there, it's brutal, and that tenseness leads it all to being an adult series. series. It's very well put together, very tense, interesting story, another cult-like thing. Not sure I was happy with the ending. I'm still going, really? Is that how you needed to end it? Okay then. So I'm going to give this 3.5 Nicolas Cages out of 5. Let me know in the comments below, will you be watching this? What else will you be watching this week? I know a lot of people are probably going to watch the new Netflix zombie series. There is an anime as well. We've got a number of new series and movie reviews on our channel right now. So do give us a like and subscribe and check out those other reviews. Thanks so much for watching, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long Tuesday.